What's in my kitchen today? Saltfish and Ducana. Stay tuned to learn more. Now I'm putting the sweet potato and the coconut into a bowl, and I'm gonna mix them together. As you can see, I have a little helper with me, and sometimes with kids in the kitchen, things happen. Here we have our ginger, our nutmeg, and our salt. We're going to add that to the mixture and mix well. Now it's time to add the sugar. And essentially right now, I'm just stirring everything, mixing it together to make sure that it's well combined. We do need some kind of binding agent, so I'm adding flour. But the flour is being added a little at a time. So what I'm doing is I'm pouring in a little, mixing it, checking the consistency, and then pouring in a little more if needed. Sometimes I may add a little bit of water and alternate with the flour just so that I can get the right consistency. If you can look at the consistency here, you can see it's not too thick and it's not wet like pancakes. It's just a nice smooth consistency. By the way, perhaps this is a good time to mention that I completely forgot to add the raisins. Here I have some banana leaves, that I have parched on the stove, and I am putting in 1 pot spoon. I guess my best estimate would be half a cup of the Ducana mixture, and I'm wrapping it up in the banana leaf. Now I'm using kitchen twine to secure the filling in the banana leaves. I understand that grape leaves are more traditional with Antiguan Ducana. However, I'm not so sure that I have ever seen sea grape here. I'm not currently in Antigua. Here you can see I managed to get 8 individual Ducana. Of course, if you wanted your Ducana to be of a larger size, then you probably might get about 5 or so. But for the size I wanted, I got about 8. Now I'm going to place these Ducana in some boiling water, cover the pot so that the steam develops, and I left these for about 45 minutes. But you can just check. You can use a skewer and just stick it inside and see, or you can open one and test to see how firm it is. It's really up to you. For the purposes of the video, I just decided to have a taste of one with Ducana, and it was good. Now let's move on to the saltfish. For the saltfish, we're going to need 1 pound of saltfish that's already soaked, boiled, and shredded. Just to note that here I use the boneless salted fish, not the true traditional saltfish. We will also need 1 cup of chopped tomatoes, 3 tablespoons tomato paste, 2 tablespoons minced garlic, half a cup sweet pepper, half a cup onion, half a cup celery, all finely chopped, a couple sprigs of thyme, about 1 tablespoon I believe, and a 1/4 cup of fresh parsley chopped. So we're gonna add the saltfish, and we're gonna leave it to boil down in the sauce so that it can absorb the flavors. Just note that I didn't have any added salt in this recipe. Of course, if you took too much salt out of your saltfish, you'll then have to add salt. But I try and balance things out so that I don't need to add any salt when I'm preparing it. Here I tasted the food just to see the seasoning was in check, because I realized it was too hot. I don't know why I was so fast and put pepper in, people think. So I had to hurriedly take it out. And now, since everything is just about finished, I'm adding the parsley just for a hint of freshness. Here we have it, folks. Saltfish, Ducana, chop up, and greens. The Ducana is a little grainy, but that's because I didn't grate the sweet potato as finely as I should have. If you're interested in knowing how I do my chop up, please mention it in the comments and I'll be sure to do a video. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This is Dee's Wadadli Kitchen.